Modelers, I'm with you today to show you a new tool that I just bought. And I've been hesitant to buy one of these of some, nationals a couple years ago. And whether or not it's worth the money, initial was the big equation. These puppies are about 50 bucks. But I'm like, well, every time I go and buy a Badger needle, it's roughly 11, 12 bucks, somewhere around in there. And how many of those have I bought? So after about 4 needles, I'm like, yeah, this might be worth it. And so I'm going to show you how it works and whether I think it's actually worth it. So this is what you have on the inside. So you can see there's different angles to each of these stones and obviously different color to them. So I'm assuming that this would be more of a rough grit. This is more of a fine. And then you can see on the other side where it's been doing the actual polishing so far. Now this I've been playing around with more. That's where it's actually been doing the actual work, but I've been kind of going, what if I do this? Because part of the theory was, well, what if I just buy a sharpening stone kit, for sharpening a knife? And you might be able to get by with it, but this is probably going to solve a lot less problems than sharpening kits. If you want to buy the stone, probably not much more to actually go into this. So as you put this in, it goes up against that stone and polishes. So kind of meets it like so and twist and polish. So that's kind of how it does its magic work with it, but let's go on and do a few tests. So what I can do is show you here. If I just mark this up with Sharpie, once that dries, inside you can actually take this apart and you have basically some knife sharpening stones in 2 different grits. And so there's kind of the heavy and then fine, heavy and then fine kind of methodology that it goes through. And you have a little bit of adjustment and things that you can do depending on what you're going to be using. This one is a smaller, I think, 0.23 I think is the fine for Badger. And then you can do it with a 0.5, just there has to be a little bit of adjustment kind of on how it's being done, but I was able to accomplish it with. So with my Sharpie here, hoping what I can do is just kind of remove some of that Sharpie material, and so you can see where it's rubbing against. Some of it might not work properly because it's going to rub against the plastic and maybe scrape it off a little bit there. Maybe I'll have to find my layout fluid and see if that works better, but you just twist this. How many times? It really just depends on how bad it is. And with it, you can see a little bit of... So you can see a little bit kind of on the tip of where that's rubbing off. So let's put some more on. Okay, now let's put in the second stage. And this is then at the different angle. And just got a little bit on the tip as well, but just from a different angle to it. Now let's put a little more on. And then this one's flat, so it's going to be more of doing the back, I would be assuming. And yes, so what that has done is you can see where it's kind of started to make sure that that part is polished. Where it starts kind of been changing. Alright, so twist this again, and that's just going to polish that same area. And just fine tunes that a little bit more. So that's kind of how these parts work as far as I've found. So technically with the owner's manual, from what I can gather, is really the big part is these first 2 stages where you're making sure the tip is good. But you do have some, you know, paint flow stuff that's coming out of there, so you do want to make sure that that is nice and polished. To do the final layer on this, you've got just kind of a polishing pad that's maybe a 2000 grit or something. Doesn't say on it. I don't know, but I've got a Micro Mark. It's probably the same exact type of pad that Micro Mark sells. So there you go to polish it off and make sure we get off all that blue. And then you have a nice fine polished needle. So does this do the job? Well, let me show you what on screen was my old needle that I thought was just irrecoverable, just can't use it. So I was using it for chipping effects and things like that. And here's what it is now. Haven't used this in the airbrush yet, but I would assume it would work flawlessly because I can just feel that needle. There's no problems with it. So it's pretty awesome. I don't know if it's part of where you're pushing it up against this that it kind of bends if it's really, really bad. Obviously I needed to bend it just so it'd fit in the hole, but from there it might be abrading and just creating a new point to it, since it's, you know, it's a sharpening stone. Or maybe it's a mix of the two. I'm not sure exactly what wizardry happens inside from there, but definitely worth it. And let's take it apart.